fuming. Absolutely fucking fuming I am. What the fuck is YouTube fucking playing at? Absolutely fucking livid. YouTube's obviously fucking changed its settings and just completely fucked it up. You know what I mean? YouTube. I was watching a fucking couple of videos today about how streaming on YouTube's dead. And it absolutely is on its fucking arse. Like, I am fucking raging with that. Why can't they just fucking make it normal, man? Just fucking behave like normal human beings. Rah! Not everything has to be changed all the time. Perverts. Welcome, everyone. Please join me. Like the stream if you want to. Say hi. How are you? My answer will be raging. Like, I tried to fucking like a stream on my old phone because it's got a better battery and I can keep an eye on the actual comments on my other phone. And like if somebody messages, you know, I can actually do something. Anyway, the rage has subsided. I'm happy now it's working. Also, I got some set honey. The local greengrocer has some set honey from Hadrian's Wall. So I thought, that is exactly the type of thing I am into. And here I am. I had some set honey and I'm a happy boy. So, here we are. The background may look different to you all. Look at all those motherfucking fragrances. Do you like it? What is vexing me today? It is safe to come out. My grump lasts. It's very. My anger and grump subsides usually quite quickly as long as things start going my way. I just get frustrated, you know. I just get frustrated. Like, especially with technology, there's nothing that winds us up more than technology, honestly. So having to deal with these machines, it's like the song Street Spirit. This machinery will not communicate. Jaunty Juan, how are you? Stop grumping. I will attempt. You cannot shout me into stopping being upset. That will not work. Welcome, I Smell. How is your smell? Drink some rum, mate, and chill. Yes, that's always a good idea to try and chill, isn't it, Nick? Drinking rum. Foolish young boy. Like the stream if you want me to chill out. Yes, I sound mean. I'm a mean boy. Sniff some oak moss for smiles. Hello, Fragrance Journey. Hello, everyone. How are you all? I seem to have got the technology to work now, so I feel much happier, you know. And there are many friends joining, which is always nice to see. I had a lovely little thumbnail all lined up and everything like that. It was a lion. Had a little lion in his cupboard. Not his cupboard. Yeah, he's got like a little pyramid, you know, a basket. How are you enjoying the new season fragrances, Jack? Oh, I'm going to tell you. Yesterday, I wore tobacco wood and it just cut through everything. And I felt autumn is coming. Do you know that meme where it's Sean Bean and he's like, winter is coming? Like, for me, tobacco wood is like, winter is coming. What did I wear today? I know exactly what. I wore patchouli noisette. Noisette patchouli. There it is. Patchouli noisette. And what do I think about it? I need to spend some good time with patchouli noisette. Some good old time with it, because it's not, I don't know, I smelled that nutty hazelnut thing at the top when I first put it on, and the patchouli was really happy, and the patchouli was great and everything like that. It's dried down. It's got some dark earth, but like not topsoil, you know, deep down. Duck wants to stream without machines. Vintage to the core. Absolutely. I wish I could stream without the machine, but I have to use the machine. Oh, or else I can't stream. Someone was asking about this the other day, and I will tell you, oh God, it smells really good. I'll tell you all about this. This is Vinny Havan Extrait Absolute. Not just Extrait, not just Absolute, but Extrait Absolute. That's a lot of words. I guess fax me your scent of the day, says Dropout. Yes. We should do it over radio. I should do a long wave. Oh my God, that would be incredible. I should do a long wave. You know those big fucking like ham radios? What is it? Report of the Week's got a he's got a channel where he does it on long frequency things. You know, the really old fashioned radios. You know, the ones where the signal can go right round the planet. Oh God, what was it called? Shortwave radio. Maybe I'm just talking shit. I don't know. Welcome, Duncan. 17 hours driving. Woof. Ham. Yeah, it's definitely a ham radio, but there's a proper name for it. Let me see. Voice of Report of the Week. VORW. The Report of the Week, as in review, bro. What's it called? Talk show, old time radio style podcast featuring miscellaneous topics or current events. Radio show, Instagram, merch. What's it actually called though? What do you call it, fool? It's just like a shortwave radio thing. Anyway, everybody needs to get a receiver. Yeah, it is shortwave. I'm sure it is, Tim. We should do a radio broadcast. That's what we should do. Everybody get one. Do it over have a radio phone in and stuff like that. You know, just make it like an event. Do it once or twice a year. Once in the summer, once in the winter. God, I'd quite enjoy that. Should we do a phone in? There'd be trolls. There'd be absolute trolls. Hello, Sandra B. I will say hello to everyone now. Okay. Micah, hello. Dropout, hello. Sandra, hello. Janie, hello. Dushan, hello. Nick, hello. MJ, welcome. Tim, welcome. JTS, welcome. Paroli, Pat Lester, John G, Duncan, Ham. I had ham for my dinner, actually. I had a ham salad. It was lovely. Alicia, Micah. Who else we got? Bob. Scent Fumes. Risk Designs. Drawn by Sense. Laura G. I Smell with his new machine. Mazda CX-30 Turbo Plus. Good Lord. Andrej. Fragrance Journey released a video recently. Drawn by Sense. I think that's everybody who's commented. Jaunty John. MJ. Alan Hansen. Paroli. Moose. Did you have the first version of Drakkar Noir? No, I had the Cosmere version of Solix. I hate it. Center of the Day update, every day worldwide broadcast. It's essentially what we do. Do you know what it is? I've often thought genuinely about doing like a short every day. I've seen Ross do it. You do a short every day telling everyone what your center of the day is. I prefer, and it's just a matter of preference. It's not a matter of anything but preference. I'd prefer doing a video on a Sunday. He does a short every day, which is a good idea actually for getting people to watch, like views. That's what I'm thinking of. God, excuse me whilst I hydrate. Hello, Cheap Imitation. How are you? Have you smelled Berenia yet? So after my first impression, this is going to show the limitations of first impressions, but I do think first impressions are legitimate. I'm going to start doing follow-ups, I think. Tried Berenia the other day. Thought it was all right at first. It dried down to something very beachy, distinctly beachy. I tried this the other day. That kind of beach mode perfume, it's got that in the dry down. Absolutely. There's definitely some evil going on, it's all right at the top, but then you start to get white noise in the background, Do we think that he's been tinkering? No, I do have a theory. So I think Christine Nagel, and this is pure speculation. I think Christine Nagel has made a perfume which hints at her successor. It's brilliant succession planning that they could do that. But I think her perfume that she's made has been... It smells like Christine Nagel does Quentin Biche. It's got the Akigala wood. It's got that slightly harsh dry down, that loud... So she's doing a transition. It's half Christine Nagel, half Quentin Biche is what it smells like. So it's interesting. According to that article, she said she's been working on this since she started with them. Possibly, but it's very interesting with all the rumors about Quentin Biche coming in, and her then making a perfume that she's been working on for years. And I don't actually doubt that, but you can change it. You can change a base. You can have a perfume you think you've worked on for ages, right? And then you think, I can change the bottom of that. And I think that's maybe what's pushed her to do that, actually. Friends, if you would like to like the stream, that would be fantastic. And that would help me do really well. Fantastic and doing really well. She is. I think she's lubing us up for Biche to come in. I just as a perfume lover and who's aware of Hermes's history and who smells Hermes a lot, and I've got a few vintages. I've got a vintage Eau de Hermes. I've got a vintage Bellamy. I've got a few. Hermes Essence. I don't think Quentin Biche fits that mode. I genuinely don't think he fits in there. I mean, nothing would make us happier than if he comes in and does really well and makes some amazing stuff, but it's not looking good. Excuse me. It's not looking good, Brad. You know, as far as style, there's a big clash. You can do what I do and pretend Hermes doesn't exist after Nigel. I mean, that is one option. You know, we could all just close our eyes, like, you know, the entity. Have you ever seen Sphere, where they all just wish it went away and it did? That's what we could do. I don't hate Biche, not a fan either. Hermes is a great brand to me. There's so many greats from them coming from Rudnitska and Jean-Claude Lehner. The thing is that Jean-Claude Lehner studied under Rudnitska, you know, as did Pierre Bourdon. I like some of Nigel's early stuff at Hermes, but I've more or less checked out the brand recently. Scott says, what is one of the best fragrance openings you've ever smelled? I'll go first. Vintage Dior Fahrenheit. I've never smelled Ganymede. Oh, fuck the comments. I've never smelled Ganymede. I think you have to get it from Les Santas in the UK. I will order a sample to see what I think. Nuclear. It's massive. Sandra says Hermes is synonymous with old money for definitely not what Biche is about. He appeals more to the masses. Yes, and the new money. You know, he appeals much more to new, younger people. Hermes is about that timelessness. It's got that Chanel aspect to it, you know. Hermes and Chanel. Ganymede is interesting, but I hate it. Says, yeah. Cheap imitation, absolutely spot on. That's essentially what I said about it. Not quite hate it. I appreciate it for the fact that he's done something completely different. You know? He's done something completely different from what everybody else was doing, right? Which is what perfume needs every once in a while. It's just, I hate that smell. That bitter, tart, heavy metal, and I mean heavy metal in the nuclear sense, not the music sense, but also the music sense. It's got that kind of drone, the amber woods, those big heavy amber woods. Every once in a while you're walking down the street and it's all you can smell, even outside. It's madness. It's so strong. It's so strong. If Biche becomes the perfumer, Hermes is finished, says Paroli. Well, Martin, hi Rich. What is your favourite amouage? Probably Jubilation 25. If Hermes follows Chanel's lead, we'll have a son of a Biche running the show. All I smell is Baccarat Rouge 540 and clones of it, says Mike. I get amber woods everywhere I go. It might be the weather, but I get amber woods everywhere. Amber woods fucking everywhere. It's insane. I'll tell you what might actually be my favourite amouage. I might like this more than I like Jubilation. This is the Attar. This is which one is it? Oh my god. Which one are you? Totally forgot. It's not true. Al-Andalus. Oh. It's so good. Hello, Rich and everyone. I was just watching your first impression video on your Patchouli Noisette. I was able to smell it yesterday. It's extremely smooth. I really enjoyed it when it first went on today. I really enjoyed it when it first went on today. I was like, ooh, I'm really enjoying this. It's kind of turned into this. Oh, welcome, AW. Thank you. It's turned into this kind of, how can I put it? Is it amberwood? I don't know. Oh God, say it in. So it's very nice. It's very smooth. It's definitely got that. I can see that it's made by the same person who made Orange de Sirocco. Welcome, Mr. Como. What longevity projection do you get from Vanilla Van Absolute Extra Rich Mitch? Right, we'll talk about that now, shall we? Vanilla Van Extra Absolute is a motherfucking roll-on. Look at that. You roll the motherfucker on like this, like a pen it is. You know? Longevity, massive. Massive. Projection, not massive. What's the opposite of massive? Massless. Very little projection, friends. Very little. Very little. I would say you probably have two. You probably have to minuscule. Could, yes, because there is slight mass. It's not like a photon. It doesn't have any mass. It does have mass. You know, photons don't. But wow. Oh. Do roll-ons give better longevity? I think it's a function of you. Roll-ons. Oh, Cozzy, welcome. Does a normal Vanilla Van have much better projection longevity? Yes, it's huge and it's brilliant. I know it's a hype beast, and I know it's one of those. But the fact of the matter is, it's great. The longevity's massive. The projection's massive. It smells good. It's got amazing ingredients. It's got an amazing blend. It's a brilliant perfume. It really is. Like, I may very well do a video about it this year. Like, review it. Because it's great. Like, I would never say blind buy it. You should definitely try it. And there are plenty of places you can get samples from. And the Les Indemnidables sample set is one of the best you can get. Seriously, get the Les Indemnidables sample set. It will broaden your horizons. It will make you 6 inches taller. It will make you 6 inches longer. You will feel like a really fucking good-looking person. You know, it is. None of that is true, by the way, but you know what I mean. It's a great fragrance. You feel better when you put it on. Makes me feel better when I put it on, is what I should say. I love it, and I love the smell of it. Oh, I love the smell of this. And you could layer them if you wanted. Rich, what do you rate the Moon? I sold mine. Sold it. Wasn't a fan. Wasn't a fan at all. I thought, I'm not a fan of this. You know, just going to take this off here because it's fucking with the lighting. There it is. See how everything got a bit brighter there? What a strange effect. Turn the light down a bit now. God. So what you could do is you could rub this on your pulse points, so on your wrists. So you rub some on your wrists, on the inside of your wrists. Rub some on your neck. Not your actual neck, below your neck, you know. Wherever you feel a bit warmer, look up pulse points on the internet. Wherever they are, put this on and then spray the perfume on your chest, you know. And behind the back of your head, like on the back of your neck. It's 10 mil for 90 quid. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, you know. You're getting thick. I mean, this is thick stuff. I don't know if you can see, but that is thick. All right. Rich, do you have Van Cleef and Arpels Pour Arm? Sold it. Sold it. Wasn't a fan. It just never got anywhere. That's probably a better way of putting it. So nice. The smell of this is so nice. It's just the problem. The problem is it doesn't project very much. So if you get the perfume, you're laughing. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. A beautiful vanilla aroma of Vanille Havane still lingers on the test strip I sprayed 3 days ago. I would keep that test strip and see how long it lasts. I bet it lasts for fucking ages. I bet it lasts for ages. Because it's thick. You got the tobacco in there as well. You know what I mean? I got a compliment on like an actual compliment, not one of these things where everyone's like, oh, I got compliments, and it turns out like the compliments off their wife, you know what I mean, or off their grandma, you know what I mean. That's not what we're talking about. I got a compliment off someone in the wild on fucking Vanille Havane. That is outrageously rare. That doesn't happen in real life. People who say it does are lying. Or they know the people who are giving them compliments, and that doesn't count. Speaking of endless test strip, my card with Hope still smells 2 weeks. Still smells almost 2 weeks later, and not exactly in a good way. Yeah, it's not great. It's not good perfume. Hope is not a good perfume. Oh! Schmoobly dong. I sent off a massive box to Ramsey and Jonathan today. It's gone down to London. From London, Anuj will pick it up when he visits his family, and from there it will go to Canada, and Anuj will very, very kindly send it on to Jonathan and Ramsey. It is full to the brim of stuff. I imagine they've smelled a lot of it, but I imagine they haven't smelled a lot of the other stuff. A lot of those huge 70s masculines feature rose like Trussardi and Entes. Yes. Yeah, they do. Of course they do. Balenciaga Hohang Club. It's got beautiful rose patchouli. It's one of the best rose patchoulis. You know? One of the very nicest. But yes, I am very much looking forward to, by the way, if you can find this, it's an Attar. It's very much like the Elixir Absolute in that it's gloopy, it's thick, it's rich, but it's genuinely one of the nicest smells I've got in my collection. Oh, I pulled a Jeremy Fragrance face there. Wow. I tried to post greetings about 30 minutes ago. Apparently it didn't go through. Welcome. How's Alan? This is something I'm looking forward to getting stuck in as well. I don't know when to wear this. I was going to sell this to Ramsey or Jonathan, and I thought better of it. I'm going to keep it. If the opportunity ever arises again, then I might do. Oh, it's like Tuscan leather before Tuscan leather. If you put raspberry in that would be like Tuscan. It's got the same leather note, that outrageous ashy birch sort of thing. What is that Amouage Attar tribute? No, it's Al Andalus, and it is gorgeous. Rich, chat, welcome Mike V. You are wearing Kajal's Lamar. I was sent a bottle of that for free before I set up my channel. Ever. Before I started talking, and I said to Mo, who is a lovely person, by the way, I said, look, mate, you don't have to do this. I'm not a reviewer or anything. And he was like, no, I want to because it's you. You're very nice. I was like, you are far too kind. I was like, but, I can't talk about it. And I was like, I won't talk about it, but I do own it. And it was sent for free. And it's getting a lot of love. Did you know Mo from Kajal, right, was the person who did the calligraphy line for Aramis? He's got heritage, has Mo. You know what I mean? He's got heritage in the perfume industry, which is absolutely lovely. And that calligraphy line was discontinued because I think it was a little bit too good for people, if you want the truth. Aramis were not expected to release that. I don't think it did very well in the West, but it should have. Also, I think I'm going to have to buy a Lismore sample set because I've lost it again, and this time I think it's gone properly because I went through everything, all the boxes and things of samples that I've got yesterday, cleared out a lot of stuff, basically put it in a box and sent it to Ramsey and Jonathan. So I have room to start again, lads. Tripler, I have a fat decant. It's the best kind of decant, surely. I think I've been struggling for a theme this autumn and winter, you know. I like to have a theme. I think the theme is going to be vintage fragrances. I think that last season it was ambers, and I really enjoyed it. I could very well do that again, you know. Fuck. But this season I'm thinking ambers. No, not ambers. I'm thinking vintage fragrances. I'll tell you something I really want to wear, and it's this. Courageous Homme. Frag by had Papillon Tobacco. I think the Tobacco Rose is probably the best one. From what I remember, I think it's probably the best one. Gio Roses messaged me saying, I am cooking. What? Let him cook. What is he doing? I think my theme this fall will be incense. Well, I thought about incense as well. But then I thought, incense? I don't have that many incenses. I need to put my foot down and try and get some. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I say a top amber fragrance. It's this Ambre Fétiche, the old one. This is a sensational one because it's got Russian leather in the base. It is absolutely amazeballs. Product's deleting his messages. The feds are onto him. It's about time, frankly. Congratulations to Pradeep, by the way. Saint Zatura has just reached 1,000 subscribers. I gave him a shout out on the channel the other day, and in the Discord, and in Ramsey's Discord, and he got there, and I sent him a message today, and I was like, congratulations, and he was like, oh, they'll probably all unsubscribe as soon as, like, you know, I've reached 1,000. I was like, you miserable old git. Amber, good, but vintages, yes, says Scott Bear. Got a PS fine, Paul Sebastian Fine Cologne. Paul Sebastian from 81, and it's mucho wear this autumn. Get in. I shall put Senzatura's channel. I mean, Pradeep could do it himself if he wanted to, but he won't. So I will do it. Let's have a look here. Where is it? There it is. Go to your channel. 2001, A Scent Odyssey. I've never seen the fucking header before. Outrageous. Thank you all. You are all too kind. There is Pradeep's channel. It is much in a very similar vein to mine, which is in a very similar vein to Fragrance Channels of Yore, which means that it is good quality content. It's not bollocks about fucking low-cut tops and fucking acting like a man-child and fucking having a dubious sexual history and possible Class A drugs. No, it's fragrance content. And the absolute bastard, he always gets the new releases first, apart from the ones that are like sent out for free, because that's just a rigged game. So if you want new releases as well first, the swine, he gets fucking all the good stuff first. Because he lives in France, the git. He lives in France, the absolute bastard. And he lives near Paris as well. I dare say he visits Paris. And he is essentially, his videos are essentially the fucking, the visual form, the video form of saying first in the YouTube comments. You know what I mean? It's like, new release by Hermes, first. You know what I mean? Josh Sawyer Stream VOD sent to the day, Lady Vengeance, best rose ever. Who's that by? Don't forget praising Francois Demarche. Boo! That said, even Eugene was like, bring back Francois Demarche. Richie had Vinny Havan roll on last month. Huh? I'm strictly pre-2004. I'll get the fuck out. This is what posting in the Basement's Vintage Centre of the Day thread has too often has done to me. Pre-2004, is it? Not wrong with vintage fragrances. Brody just posted a review of the new Les Abstrait. Disgusting. Abdulaziz, how are you? Welcome. We are having a nice polite riot here today. All these fragrances you see before you are indeed fragrances. I think I've picked my theme. I'm going to go with vintage fragrances, you know? I'm definitely looking forward to wearing this Courageous Homme. Oh, on a side note as well, there is a website in the UK called Ampula, and they sell these bottles, and they're glass. Somebody accused me of having plastic bottles the other day. I can't remember who it was, but I was affronted. I was like, oh, Jacques. These are glass bottles, and these sprayers are some of the best sprayers that there are in fragrance, by the way. And Ampula's really good. And I think they'll ship all over the world, you know. And they are the best. They are the best place to get, like, and I got these little 10ml ones as well. Hold on a second. Because I've had them before, you know. I've had them before. Like, I got a big batch of them, but I've used the fuckers. Would you believe? Like, I've used them. Look, I'll show you. This is what you get. You get the atomizer as well. I've literally put in an order. This is not sponsored or anything. Apparently, they used to have a deal with fragrance community members, but they don't anymore. So this is the little 10ml one. This is this is like, if you've got like splashes, use this Ardent. This is obviously like you put them into your little 10ml, or you can decant them into your 100ml. I do that when the sprayer on a bottle goes. So I'm probably going to fill this one with Macassa. And I've got another one that I've got to do for Versailles Pour Homme, which I'm looking forward to wearing as well. I thought about getting the brown ones, but the look, I don't know. That I should I should have got the brown ones, because the brown glass will help keep them. The brown glass will help keep them like from going off with the light. So maybe I should have done that, you know. In fact, certainly I should have done that. Shall I cancel the order? I should probably do that, actually, now I've said, oh, fuck. I've already cancelled one order. Yeah, brown glass is what they keep in the Osmotec. Anyone try the Tom Ford Neroli Portofino Parfum? Just the opposite of what that fragrance should be. That fragrance should be light. It should be dainty. It should be for the heat. Anyone try, the Pour Homme? Yes. I don't know. Should I cancel it? I've not had any trouble with this. I mean, I shut this. This is a bureau. I shut this. I shut this every day so the light doesn't get at me fragrances. This is like the most exposure my fragrances get like on any given day. You know what I mean? I don't know if it, I mean, it certainly is best practice, but they look like, I don't know, they look like medicine bottles. You know what I mean? So I'm like, eh. And it's like, I do use a visual format as well. So I think that the clear bottles work better. I mean, you can see the color of the juice. That is Courageous Arm. I'm fucking really looking forward to wearing this. Aldehydic Amber. Dura Rose put us onto this. You know what I mean? Brilliant. I want to try black lacquer. Yeah, I want to try black lacquer as well. Dick Curry says, yeah, I want to see the colour of the juice too. No doubt, I do. A bunch of black lacquer just sold out here in Sweden during a sale, so they'll be popping up on Swedish eBay soon for cheap, I bet. We haven't got black lacquer yet. Idult. Batihota. Black Lacquer may have the best private blend bottles so far. I liked do you remember the green series? I quite liked them in green. Costa Azzurra, the green bottle, the blue bottle was really nice. But yeah, the black lacquer one looks badass, like. It doth. I got Stora Skuggen sample set. Stora Skuggen sample set. Sprayed moon milk, thumb sucker, and mitspoofer. What the fuck? Are you just making those words up? Yeah, I think the black bottle is just alright, says Carl. Oh, this is some tedious hobby, says Abdulaziz. I don't know how far I got in me to chase them all. Don't chase them all. Chase the ones you like. Find out what you like and then chase those. You can't catch them all. It's not Pokemon. Which Comme des Garçons would be a good house to explore. Very interestingly, I found some samples from Comme des Garçons. I found some samples from Comme des Garçons recently, and there was Wonderwood, Comme des Garçons 2. I think that was it, but I don't know if you can get I don't know if you can get sample sets from Comme des Garçons. What pisses me off is when you can't get. I know I've just told Abdulaziz not to. Abdelaziz, I beg your pardon, not to get them all or try and get them all. But if I could get every sample from the house of, Comme des Garçons, I would, and we could just go through them. I need to do another Edis de Venustus video tomorrow, probably. Comme des Garçons Black, nice pepper. The Avignon is amazing too. I have Avignon right up here, and I am very much looking forward to it. Ooh! Comme des Garçons has started to sell some sample set, but not comprehensive. This is ambery too, you know. It's an ambery sort of. Oh, you bastard! It's an ambery incense. I mean, it's written right there on the bottle. This was very kindly sent to me by Spy and Mash. I just ordered a new Filippo Sorcinelli La Cioccioppianga. It's a floral. Probably should check out Filippo Sorcinelli. Really good house. Peter Kokorin said he was going to send me some samples, but I think that he may not have remembered. Spinster Long, how are you? Welcome. What's your favourite incense? Ooh. Not easy. Not easy at all. basic as fuck, but it might be incense Avignon, you know. It's just really good. I also like Laos by Laos. When I say it, sounds like the pest. You know what I mean? This one by Filippo Sorcinelli, Unum, Laos. I think it might be that one. It's got the elemi in it as well, which makes it extremely bracing. Wow. But it's got that ambery stuff as well. I shared comments with Sportuno on Insta, coming soon with Mr. Sheldrick. Ambery Bastard sounds like a Tom Ford would make. Yes, it does. Him or, what's he called? Him or Aaron Terence Hughes. Ambery Bastard. Cardinal for me. Yeah, I'm going to try I've got the James Healy's as well that I'm going to get sent. Richie sent 2 decants of that Pot de Spania to someone. Sent 3. Sent 4. Yeah, there's 4. I sent 1 each to the Les Odorants. So we'll see what they think of them. Hopefully they're recording on Sunday, apparently. So they will be back soon. Mark Sampson says, just got the full sample set of the Jacques Fath Essentials Parfums, Volume 1, 2, and 3. I need to work my way through. It's always fun going through a sample set. Cardinal was me summer incense, says Brody. Aaron Terence Hughes dropping Spanish now. Fuck me dead. Oh, that's good. Been missing Les Odorants. Yes, I'm trying to. Well, I haven't said anything to them, but I would like to try and convince them to do it every week. But they have lives, you see. Lives. Ajmal has some good inexpensive frags with incense, purely Orient incense, incense wood, and amber santal. Ajmal, John Matthew, is a house I would actually like to try. Who's pressing that reaction button? Outrageous. Have you convinced them to come on a live? Well, I've invited Fliss, but she's got 2 young kids. They've all got children apart from Ben, who's very elusive. Ben is an extremely elusive man, you know. So it's not easy to get Ben at the best of times. Like, I sent him a voice message the other day, and he still hasn't looked at it. So it's like, Ben, where are you hiding? You're out there somewhere, mate. But where? Who knows? Which version of Encre Noir is your favourite at the moment? I enjoyed wearing the Sport. I only wore it a couple of times, but I enjoyed it in the summer. Probably the original's my favourite. It's so good. For next to nothing as well, you know. It's so good. Abdelaziz Slimmer, this is why I love minis from places like eBay. Drop out, tell everyone about your perfume stains on the new t-shirts you had to deal with. Yes, it was Dropout's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Dropout. It's all downhill from there, mate. Ambery Bastard. Sounds like a bottle Tom Ford would make. It does. Yes, Sycamore burned my t-shirt. Oh dear, oh dear. What do you feel is reasonable price for a 50ml of tobacco oud? And are new bottles just as good? I think they were attacked. They were attacked by reformulation in 2022, I want to say. I don't know what a good price is for the 50ml. I wouldn't pay fucking silly money for them. I might record vids visiting Serge Luton's and Guerlain in Paris. That is a very good idea. Get the GoPro. Get the Gonzo on the go. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. How did the cake making go? Thank you, Nick. I tried to sum up a try before you buy list and it never ends. Yeah, fuck me. That is, yes, quite a thing. Dropout having a drop for you today, mate. Great. Dropout's colleagues loved the surprise. It was for work. For home, we had a different cake. That one was also delicious. 2 cakes. Christina was quite taken with the caterpillar cake. She, I saw someone in the Discord, I think it was Jeannie, sent Christina a picture of the caterpillar cake that we have in the UK. It's essentially just a chocolate roll, but made to look like a caterpillar. Very nice. Very funky. I always like to eat his face because it's got the most icing on. Good Lord. Doesn't say a lot about me, that, does it? It's not a great reflection. Not to worry. Right, I'm going to have to go and dehydrate. Friends, if you would like to like the stream while I am away, please do. Have a nice time. Don't shout. Don't get into any arguments or don't do anything I wouldn't do, but I'll be back. Please hold. Have a nice time. Oh, goodness. I'm back. I had to go and find something, which I did, and I will show it to you all now. It is this. Lamar. Lamar by Kajal. There is a considerable amount of dust on the top. I've had this for about 3-4 years, like. It's been a while. Oh! Sorry, just replenishing my water. I see many have left. Not to worry, we are so back. I wonder where Dev is. He hasn't been around for a while. I hope he's okay. Okay, what we got? Oh no, the volume is up. There we go. Dev? Yes, Dev. Dev is more into skincare these days. I saw that picture of him wearing makeup. Okay. Let's have a look. What are people talking about while I've been away? Rich Mitch, you were asking about memory flow the other day. He's just released a new YouTube video about April on D. Yes! Yes, I did, says Alan. I'm positively giddy about its delivery. It's got an oud in it. I do wonder what it's going to be like. I hope it's not shite. I really hope the new Lesendama Dabbler is not shite. We will see. That is an interesting bottle. Which one? Oh, God, this smells so fucking nice. This is ridiculously good stuff. Look at how gooey it is. So gooey. Yes, they are cheap on Notino in Germany. What is cheap on Notino in Germany? In fact, I'd pick Les Legendaires over the previous B bottle version. Do you know what? They've discontinued on Sans Mythique. This is what I am hearing. This is the news. There's a funny one on out to the Discord if I could find it. The one you pop down when you can back. What? Oh. Kajal. Lamar. Lamar by Kajal. They discontinued Tonka Imperial in North America also. Swines. Whatever is left in Absolute Allegoria collection. Mitsuko EDP in that line is excellent, so is Valdenoi EDT. As a bottle fiend, I want to get that Gallo. Need a best bottle video, Rich. It's been a long time coming. How officials is the Sans Mythique murder? Pretty good. Bois d'Harmonie is gone as well, says Pradeep. Yeah, it's yeah. It's a bit of a nightmare, like. Current Mitsuko. Pradeep, you need to come to Duck Discord. You're being complimented there a lot, says Christina. Don't tell him. His head will explode. Bois d'Harmonie is too subtle for the sheep, says Tripler. Galana's gone, says Bobby. Yeah, it's been fucking a while coming, hasn't it, really? They've completely shot the bed, and they've been shitting the bed for quite a while, like. It's pretty shit. I'm gonna send an invite to Pradeep to join the Discord. Après lundi. What do we have? What am I doing? There's 7 people online in the Discord. Why aren't they watching the stream? What is going on? Where is it? How do I get a fucking invite go? There it is. Let's just copy link. Where is the chat? Sorry, friends, I'm having a fucking beast. There is an invite to the Discord. See the state we have got here already? I'm aware. Probably what's your favourite from Girl on Ideal line? Yes, probably you can put us on silent because we do talk nonsense from time to time. Yes, on Sans Mathicas without ambergris a year or two ago. Join the ducklings, says St. Jeannie. How far away do you live from Sandra B? I don't know. Sans Mathicas is one of the best longevity frags without being horrific. Yes, it is, absolutely. It is, absolutely. Johnny Jones is catching up to the stream, man. That Biche Hermes rumours are depressing. Says Jaunty. Got Jicky, but you've yet to find a bottle of Mitsuquo. Difficult to find in the US. Really? Have you tried a Nuge? I think a Nuge might have some Mitsu though. Excuse me. The white one, Mikey Cologne, for sure. Outrageously, I have forgot to pin the message. Excuse me. No idea we have videos to chat, lol. I think we are. That far away, I live just on the outskirts of Paris, in Boulogne-Billancourt. Parfum de Toilette is my favourite mitty for cold weather, so mossy, almost musty smelling. I'm considering selling one of those vintage Rochas Femme, the Parfum de Toilette bottles I've got. Oh, it's so chocolatey. Vanilla Van's got the chocolate, vanilla, lovely high-end sweetness thing as well. Oh, I love wearing it when the weather's minging. It's so warm and nice and smells so good. Finished a bottle from Ideal Cologne a few years ago. Loved it, enjoyed it a lot. I adore Parfum de Toilette of Rochas Femme, says Dushan. I love that vanilla, it's real, says Jeannie. Are there discount codes on Discord? No. Smoky, says St. Jeannie. Smoky vanilla. Oh, God, you smell so fucking good. Can't stop smelling it now. Top fragrance, to be fair. It cannot be denied. And it should not be denied. Well, I'm Stuart Mabe. How are you? It has been a while. Thank you. You know who you are. It's hard to figure out what to say when when people send you money. I am well, thank you. Doc, go to Substack and compete with you know who. No, you know won't. Sandra says, I think I'm going to buy Vanilla Van Extra because of you. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice smelling. Do you know what it is? You can't get samples of it either, and I can't even decant it. Do you know what I mean? It's a roll on. It's so thick and syrupy and chocolatey and deep, but not cloying at all, and rich and sweet, but in a really nice, natural way. You were watching The Old Firm yesterday, and Christopher Waltz was there. Outrageous. Can any of us accept the Discord invite? Don't want to sneak in somewhere where a fragrance, like a fragrance ninja, before checking in. If not, no worries. Yeah, of course you can. Once again, I will post the link. Anybody can use it. As long as you are good and nice and active and do not do mad shit, or just be normal like you are in the chat, and then that's fine. I got a strong burst of rum in the opening spray, Vanilla Havana. It's impressive. Yeah, there is that rum kind of thing. It's dates. It's got that natural, like, date, Middle Eastern fruit kind of thing, syrupy, not berries, but that kind of thing. Samsara Parfum is probably my favourite from Guerlain, with Volden Away being second, says Nick S. I'm actually selling my Samsara EDPs. They've been on eBay for ages. I thought they would sell out straight away. There's a lot of fragrances that have been on there for a while. I thought they would sell out straight away. Very unusual. Oh, well, then, joining in the Discord, says Scott Bear. Please wave and say hello. Hi. How are you doing? I hope you will enjoy it. Ramsey also has a Discord now. How fun. Yeah, I just want to pick up and smell that Vanilla Havana extra fucking... and smell it. Do not. Vintage Fahrenheit is lurking. This is Vert d'Ensemble. This is a brilliant October, November perfume. It smells like conifers. Look at that. Why sell Samsara even better? Even better in its category, even the extra is still affordable. J'adore, says Tripler. I don't like the white florals in it. I don't like the white and yellow florals in it. Just not my thing. I love the sandalwood in it, though. A Palais Royal Serge Luton set of 650ml bottles sold for €815 today on eBay. Auction style, says Spaced Out. Which were they, though? I recently sold 3. What did I sold? I sold Cedra, I sold Arabi, and I sold Duce Amare for less than 300 quid. Because I don't like ripping people off. I don't like ripping people off. God damn it. I just really want to get my money back. I'm jealous of Riches Uned de Samsara. Yes, that's been put away for the winter as well. A minty Samsara. I like that one. Minty fresh. I'm a big mint fan. It's the same mint that's in Derby, and it's class. Nick S says, I recently finally bought Uned de Samsara very recently. Wasn't sure I'd be keen on it, but I love it. It's really good. It's a really good perfume. Like I said, it's got the mint from Derby in it. And I think I heard rumours Samsara was made by the same lady who made Derby. Derby and Samsara were made by the same lady. What I came in, made fragrances for Guerlain, and fucked off. She's had an incredible life, that woman. I'd love to sit and interview her, just talk about her life, Interesting. Adding mint to samsara. It's a very specific kind of mint though. It's not just like it's not a shit mint. It's not like a big brazen mint. It's not like a big slap about the face with great fucking handfuls of mint. Very subtle, very green, very it's just great. You know what I mean? Unair de Samsara is wonderful. Wore it last week. Great projection and longevity. There's nothing like it today for sandalwood. No, you're absolutely spot on. All the sandalwoods are just massive doses of Jarvanol. And everyone's like, oh, it smells amazing, just like sandalwood. And it's like, you've never smelled sandalwood before in your fucking life. Fuck off. Samsara is clean, sandalwood, Bois d'Azil is dirty. I don't like Bois d'Azil. It was too... Had that Chanel thing. Here's another fragrance I'm looking forward to wearing this year. Oof. You're a filthy beast. I'm just going to set these back. A moment, please. This, my nifty little bottle of... I'm going to put this back. Oh! My nifty little bottle of fucking Boss #1. Vintage, of course. Shit mint is to be avoided always. Yes, it's an intriguingly compatible mint with the Samsara DNA. Yeah, somehow it just works. See, that's why they're perfumers and we are just punters, you know? And I love being a punter. I'm like, fuck it, entertainers. And they do. And they did, anyway. I just think all the modern stuff's not very good, personally. A lot of people don't like hearing that. Like, you get a lot of hate for saying that, but while I can justify it to myself, I'm going to say it, like, you know, I prefer the style of yesteryear. I prefer the materials. I prefer the perfume culture. Still looking for the ultimate honey fragrance, says Pradeep. Try B by Zoologist, which is fantastic honey. Boss #1 has a lovely honey in it, but it's joined by a lot of other things. It's not honey centric. Lawn Vol is lovely, of course. It'd be kind of cool if Les and Demadabla could get some honey, you know, like extracted from real honey. Where do you think honey, like the note of honey, comes from? How do they make it? Success, yes, Success is probably my favorite honey. Yeah, MCM Success. I love the note of mint, but difficult to get right in perfumery. Absolutely, absolutely, it is. Mainly jeans and a t-shirt. Seriously though, many Miller Harris fragrance mainly Miller Harris Fume de Tobacco and a lot of barbershop type scents. There was a time this year where I only had one bottle of fragrance and no sample decants. It was very lonely, boring, sniffing as a frag head. I need to have a lot of stuff, at least to sniff something. Yeah, this is a balance I try and get right. I don't want to have a collection where I can't get to things. Do you know what I mean? And I don't mean physically. I mean like I can't get to things as in I can't get round to wearing them, or I don't have the opportunity to wear them, or I don't want to wear them, you know? So I like to try and keep my collection a little bit tighter. But I do need to sell off some stuff that I don't wear. I've just got bottles and bottles and bottles and bottles of perfume that I just don't wear. And it's ridiculous. Here's my Courageous On bottle. Oh, it's so good. That's what I had to decant that into, because the sprayer fucked. A lot of those old sprayers are shit. Sartorial does honey well, but it isn't really a honey fragrance. Yes, that's a lot of the problem with honey fragrances, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a lot of honey fragrances which are no, there's a lot of fragrances which have honey in, but they're not honey fragrances. You know? Oh, I think they might wear M7 tomorrow. Hiram Green Slow Dive smells like honey and it's all natural. I will never, ever, ever smell another Hiram Green. They're so bad. Hide, I smelled hide. It just smelled like a mess. It just smelled like an absolute mess. You know? Apparently somebody just followed me on coffee. Hello. Coffee supporter. Okay. Mysterious person that you are. Welcome, Grand Camo, or Camo. Liz Morse could do some great things with honey. Boggles the mind, says Tripler. I take it you mean in perfumery. Alt Innsbruck is a gorgeous tobacco flower fragrance and very affordable. Yeah, it's like an aftershave sort of thing, isn't it? Or a cologne. Dressardi and Iquitos both have great honey. So does Koros. Ooh, yeah, controversial. I was smelling my Koroi the other day. My vintage bottles of Koroi, and I'm struggling with it. I'm genuinely struggling with Koros. Even the vintage. I'm really, really struggling with it. They're all in great condition, the bottles and everything, but yikes. So it's very... I have sample set of Hiram Green and I found them all awful. I was surprised as many people raving about the brand tend to have tastes close to mine. Yes, Sandra, I feel the same way. I was shocked to see that people actually thought they were good. Very weird, in my opinion. If you don't struggle with the Koros, only then we need to talk, says Pradeep. Struggling in what sense? I'm not enjoying it. You're pronouncing your Koroi wrong. It's an E at the end. Kori. Oh, you fucker, you sorry. I've just bashed you about a little bit. That was nearly a fucking an avalanche. What are those fucking yogurts that you drink? Probiotic. It's actibia. Where are we? Okay. Yeah, pronounce it. Koros is fantastic, but still the only fragrance that gives me a splitting headache, says Scott. Koros Charles of the Ritz spray is so rare, I've got a bottle. Fucking perfect condition. I must have made 10 times as many splash bottles. Pull trigger on Marine for Ocean Breeze smell. Must be replacing Aqua de Sale. found a sample of Selma in yesterday. I'll tell you what else has got a really good, like a wood, clean air, slightly salty kind of vibe. It's this. What a rascal you are. Rocky Mountain Haywood. Rocky Mountain Haywood. Do you remember Rocky Mountain Haywood? Do you remember it? There's a little bit of ginger in that Alan Delon. Ginger Allen. Sounds like the collection has grown quite a bit this year, Jeannie. Roughly how many in the collection these days? Pulled the trigger on Selma around. They must have made 10 times as many splash bottles as they did Koros sprays. I want to buy Charles of the Ritz Koros, says Dushan. There isn't enough money in the world. Pradeep changing the subject instead of typing the word rotten. I want to buy... If I remember well, you did not enjoy Ambre Nuit Esprit de Parfum that much. Bobby, do Dior Girl On for Boys Vid next. I'm glad that I don't love Koros more. I'll end up on a huge flanker hunt to see if they were better. No. The original was always the best. I've had them all. Well, not all of them, but I've had all the vintage ones. You know, like the Sport, the Fraser. Body Koros is good. But it's a completely different scent. For some reason, though, it does have some kind of Koros energy about it. But it's a big benzoine fragrance. I think Pradeep would like it. Pradeep, get a vintage... Sorry, I just got a very disconcerting fucking text message. Some aftershaves from the 70s and 80s are better than ADT versions, correct. Body Koros is fantastic. Taste versus Koros and Taste. Koros Energy sounds like a flanker. I wouldn't be surprised if there was one. Grand Camo says... I like the modern Koros when I was last in transit, soapy and little to no animalics. There's something still there, but it's not. Getting. And Taste has that lacquered finish, exquisite to that. Nice, probably just under 100 myself. Our favourite perfume shop basically gets all my wages every month. You been recently? People have worse hobbies? Yeah, that's what I always think. Like, I used to have much worse things to spend my money on than I do on perfumes. What are you two buying at that shop that I'm not getting? I'm fucking fuming. RXL says, quite surprised to learn Luca Turin was a subscriber to my channel. I guess I have Eugene to thank. Get in. Tell him to fuck off. Oh, congratulations on being monetized as well, RXL. Oh, excuse me whilst I hydrate. I really liked it for design. I once survived a spray of Koros, says Abdelaziz. I don't smoke, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I buy perfume. Yes. Yes, exactly. Do you know what it is? I've got a mate, right? I don't know if I've told you this before. I probably have, but it bears repeating. I've got a mate I've known for 20 years, right? And I've never been a big drinker, but I used to drink when I was like in my early 20s. And I stopped drinking regularly about when I was 26, 25, 26, 27. Like, just rarely been pissed since then. And I swear to God, for Christmas, I'm 38, I'm 39 next month. And for Christmas, last year, my mate bought us a fucking bottle of whiskey. I'll show you. It's here. He bought us a fucking 80 quid bottle of fucking whiskey. This big fucker. Basil? Who the fuck is Basil Hayden? Basil Hayden bought us a big fucking bottle of that, right? And he bought us a bunch of cigars as well. I didn't have the heart to tell him. Do you know what I mean? I didn't have the heart to tell him. I was like, oh, thanks, mate. It remains unopened, as do the cigars, and it will continue to remain unopened. You can't have something continue to remain, can you? Possibly. Oh, God almighty, Galen's here. What do you want? When do you know? Who am I mad at today? Galen's been saying that for about 2 weeks. Luke Turin is an RXL groupie now, says Nick. Same Ginny, actually allergic to alcohol, quit smoking 5 years ago. Sounds like a Hermes release. Basil Hayden. Welcome, Michael Harness. How are you? I was getting worried I was going to contact you, actually, thinking that I hadn't seen you for a while. Welcome, Germs. Is Galen still married? Only just. Only just, poor Catherine. Oh. Dick Curry says, I miss my tobacco pipe. I think when you've been a smoker, every once in a while, I mean, when you've been, I don't want to say hooked or like addicted or anything, because it sounds a bit severe, but you know, whenever you've done anything like something like that, and then you stop because, you know, fucking, it's best not to anymore. There's more reasons not to than there is to do it. Every once in a while, it just comes out of nowhere. You think, whoa, fucking hell, I'd fucking kill for that hit. You know, and it doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what it is. That would feel good. Have a drink. Have a smoke. Inject. That's what my mate just texted us about, actually. He was like, fucking hell. He was like, do you know people inject cocaine these days? I was like, fuck off. You know what I mean? No, they fucking don't. He was like, oh, they do. He was like, oh, yes, they do. I was like, what the fuck is going on? That's definitely the line for me. Intravenous. Woof. No, you fucking don't. I went in the hospital last year because there was something wrong with us. I don't know what it was. I still to this day don't know what it was, but they were like, oh, you're dehydrated. We'll give you a drip. And I was like, surely I could just drink some water. And they were like, no, we'll give you a drip, fuck it. And I was like, all right. So I got a drip, right? It never occurred to us. So I was attached to this drip, but it never occurred to us, right? What is a drip, essentially? All right? It's fucking... It's putting fluid into your body. It's like water. It's like drinking water. I couldn't believe it when imagine me being dehydrated. I was almost offended, right? And they gave us this drip, and it was just saline. It was just water, right? After about 20 minutes, half an hour of this, I started needing a piss where I was attached to this fucking thing, and I was lying there, and I was like, yeah, like obviously I was in. What was it? I was in intensive care. Or was I in the emergency room? Fuck knows. All right. I thought I was in intensive care, but I might not have been. right? And I was lying there and I was like in a bed and I was like, I am gasping for a piss. There were like people having heart attacks and shit round us. And I was like, eventually I had to literally get up and pick up the bag. And like one of the doctors was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, I'm going to fucking piss myself. He was like, well, why didn't you say? I was like, well, you looked a little bit busy with that person over there who was like gasping for fucking life. And he was like, no, you can put it on this little fucking, you can put it on this it's like a little trolley on a stick. It's like a stick on a trolley where you put it on and you can like wheel it with you. Fancy getting fucking dehydrated. Me with my fucking 25 litre bottles of water. Literally, I've got 25 litre bottles of water. The Brits excel at cocaine from what I hear. Yeah, it's the new fucking drug of choice. Like, we are the drug capital of Europe at the minute. Scotland specifically as well. Mad fucking bastards. Liverpool, Scotland. London obviously goes through a lot, but you would expect that because it's a capital city, but like Liverpool and fucking Glasgow. The drug deaths in Glasgow per capita are like the highest in the Western world, I think. Which is just it's just fucking outrageous. Sniffed Secret de Parfum. Yes, I've got 3 bottles. I'm thinking of selling one of them off as well. Tried to sell one to Houdini and he wasn't having it, and I was like, swine. Buy it up. I just learned today that people inject cocaine. Galen's saying that people have been doing it for years. And I'm like, well, you are like world leaders in certain things, do you know what I mean? The Americans. But Nick S says, my only vice now is drinking, but I drink enough to get a small village drunk. My only vice is perfume. No, perfume and drinking fucking vast quantities of actual water. You know what I mean? Also, I mean, quote unquote, prescription medication. It's prescribed by a doctor. Like, and if the doctor took the prescription off us, I wouldn't go out and get it like illegally. You know? You're not wrong, Rich. Glasgow city centre is like the Walking Dead at times. You see some of them on that fucking spice stuff, man, in Newcastle. Sometimes they're just like, where are you? Where's your fucking head at? I wonder what went wrong so that you fucking ended up that way. You ever look at the people like that and you think, fuck. Like, not like... I mean, don't get us wrong, I do get disgusted by some shit, you know what I mean? I know what speedballing is, strangely. I just thought speedballing was snorting it. Heroin and cocaine, speedballing, but I didn't realise they were fucking injecting the fuckers. I used to be fucking well into the scene of fucking drugs and shit like that when I was a youth. And to be honest with you, I'm fucking very much a pipe and slippers man these days. Much happier to be out of it. You think it's interesting and fun and exciting and it tickles you a little bit when you're a kid, you know what I mean? But, oof, I'm a pipe and slippers man these days. Absolutely. Get me the fuck away from that horrible shit. Pardon me. Is fentanyl the amberwood of drugs? Oh, God. Doug just needs a fragrance warehouse in his own reservoir. Yes! Yes, that's right. I could build like a fucking, basically a fucking, do you know, like a barn? I build like a barn next to a reservoir and everything would be great. Rich, maybe you were flushing too much sodium or other electrolytes like magnesium and potassium out of your body. Do you know what it is, right? I'm not going to go into detail, but I don't think I am. But I understand your concern. I think you've got a very good point there. One of the drugs I take makes it's a very strange drug. I'll not go into it because it's a bit gross. Oh, good, yeah, I see that in Manchester, Piccadilly Gardens. It's so sad. I just look and I think, well, first off, I think there, but for the grace of God go I. Do you know what I mean? Because that could have easily been me, you know? I don't like to judge, but then again, I don't like to get too close either because I know exactly what the thought process is or the lack thereof. And I know how motivated people like that are. If you could bottle that motivation and sell it, you know what I mean? Then, but I do feel bad for them. You know, I feel bad, and I don't like to judge, and I don't like to fucking think. But I obviously, as being a human, I find myself doing it anyway. I just try not to. I love to judge. Big fan of it, says Nick. It's very easy, isn't it? It's very easy to sit there and go, ah, blah, 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 blah. Horrible fuck. Makes you feel better. You know what I mean? Looking down on people. And I'm the best way to deal with that is just to say I'm extremely grateful it's not me. You know? I said, Richard, get fear just listening to stories of it now. Yeah, fuck that. I just want to curl up with a fucking, you know, put some ASMR on. Not that clicking mouth noisy stuff, because that's weird. But like, you know, some like fucking interest and stuff. Put an audio book on. Chill. Curl up. Bottle of water. Watch some perfume videos. Talk to some people on the Discord. You know, all that good stuff. I've done a few drugs, but that's it. I don't value my life or even health territory. Yes. Yeah, I've definitely gone down that road. You think, fuck it, I don't give a shit. Fuck it, I'm getting high as fuck. There's something quite nice about just letting go and thinking, fuck it. I'm not talking about weed. You know what I mean? Fuck. Like, I mean, I can't particularly do the weed anymore because it just puts us to sleep. Like, I don't get high. I just want to get into bed, which is a shame. It's a disease. Can be, yes. Welcome, Anuj. Let's talk about perfume again. Fuck it. How's Anuj? It all depends on what they're spraying on. If I look down on them. RXL says, Eugene can thank Luca Turin. I went back to Eugene's website and pulled the trigger on Belle. Wife loves it so much I decided to complete the line. Yes! Well done, Luca. Fucking bald fraud. Horrible man. Generally a miserable old git, really. God, don't let me be that much of a miserable cunt at 70. Do you know what I mean? As your community doctor, I recommend ayahuasca once a year. Oof. You should chat with Joe Rogan. Oh, fuck, am I talking to Joe Rogan, man? Fuck's sake. I'm sick of him now. I think he's had his go. You know what I mean? Apparently Andrew Tate's a nonce. For the Romanians. I mean, how bad have you got to be for the Romanians to arrest you for some shit like that? You know? Eugene has come out of this looking great. Good reaction. Top reaction. He's done really well. I was very happy to sit there and berate and be unhinged and tell Luca Turin exactly. I mean, fuck Luca Turin. For those vintage members who have been around for a long time, it was a year, 2 years ago, maybe longer. I remember saying fuck Luca Turin a long time ago. Who the fuck does he think he is talking to people like that? I feel like microdosing and stuff like that is becoming mainstream now. Yes, I mean, there are definite fucking health benefits from, ketamine. They can use very, very, very small doses, like microdosing, clearly. They can use ketamine to bring people out of catatonic depression. You know, those people who get so depressed they can't fucking move. Like proper weird, like you think they're putting it on. That kind of depression. But they can use that to stop people going into like mental fucking states, literally. Officer Jim Leahy's a big fan of shit mints, says Scott Bear. I mean, he sells them shints every week. Rich, I agree with you on Joe Rogan. Yeah, he's just kind of, I don't know. He's done well. I'm not saying he hasn't done well. You know what I mean? I just think a lot of people stick around for too long. And I mean, you can see that in the, I mean, I'm not going to get into politics, but the political choices that America faced not 6 weeks ago were of two men who have just they're just too old. A fucking pair of them. Especially the one that's there now. He shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be there now, even to see out his presidency. He shouldn't be there. He's not capable. It's outrageous. When the person who interviewed him for the fucking when the person who interviewed Joe Biden for some shit, some kind of special prosecutor it was recently, and they said, oh, he couldn't remember what he said fucking 10 years ago and stuff. It was, mate, I can't remember what I said 10 minutes ago, but then I'm not president of the United States. Do you know what I mean? He shouldn't be there. He seemed quite confused. He said it in very nice political language as well, this person, about Joe Biden. He shouldn't be there. He should be asleep at fucking 6 o'clock at night, like me. But yes, that what I'm trying to say is that there's too many people stick around for too long. You know what I mean? Just doing the same thing over and over and over again, and just trying. They just won't let go. You know. Andrew Tate has committed the horrible crime of being a bad boyfriend. I don't think I would like to be around Andrew Tate. I don't like his voice. He's got a weird voice. But, I mean, I'm not that up to date on it. I've just seen the headlines like he's been arrested for being a fucking... I thought that's wild that he lives in Romania and fucking, like, they've arrested him for, like, sex. It strikes me as Romania might be... This is nothing against the Romanians, by the way, but it strikes me as being maybe, like, hard to be arrested for things in Romania. You know, I imagine there's quite a lot of unsolved crime, let's say. I know you like Emily Ratajkowski. Whoa. Is she Romanian? Look at Turin is a shit mint, says Trump. I think your response was warranted and you stuck up for a friend. That was it. If he'd said that about me, I wouldn't have been that bothered, but he attacked one of my mates. Bell end. It helps PTSD a lot. I'll tell you what's really good for marriage counselling. MDMA is really good for marriage counselling and PTSD as well. We've got so much to learn about that. It spreads a lot of misinformation, but I quite like him as a person, says Nick. Sell Christmon. What? Really, Richard would rather go on a hide and stick about for too long. I think that's a general rule that people should should try and aspire to. Like, don't stick around too long. You know what I mean? Tristan Tate seems a bit more full. He looked fucking terrified when he walked out of that police station. It's like when your favourite singer makes a comeback looking and sounding awful and you just think, just leave it now. Yeah. I don't see how we can sustain a two-party system. Should you really just have two parties? You can have as many parties as you can as you want. He retired, only second president to do so. Big ups. So he should. He had to be forced to, though. You said it best a little while ago. We don't get the chance to miss you, Luca, because you won't go away, says Scott. Yes, that's a good way of putting it too. Andrew Tent is a shit, says Tripler. Andrew Tent. I know you're like Emily Radical. Everyone does. Great boobs. I imagine with enough dollar you can get anyone arrested in Romania. Well, quite. And Ratagra in South California. A yank. No doubt. We get so little here and they get to enjoy the beach. Shite, says Bob. That's what MDMA was first used for, is it? Drugs can be okay and helpful like money, but they're not for everyone. And the problem is people abuse drugs and have no character and get sucked into the void. Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially if you're a kid around that shit and you see fucking your parents are using while you're... It's just wild. Wild that parents... Like, my parents never drank in the house. My mum was teetotal. My dad drank, but never in the house. I used to go to my parents' house and see their parents pissed, and I'd be like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I mean? Oh, God. People abuse everything, ban everything. So often nothing gets done, says Nick. You want mint chew gum? I will be doing that after this stream. Paco Rabanne is good, but nobody ends up being in charge. Proportional representation. Sorry, I thought you meant Paco Rabanne. Right, I'm going to dehydrate again, friends. Stick about. If you would like to like the stream, please do. Oh, God, my legs. What's happening to my legs? Fuck's sake. Oh, my legs. What's going on with my fucking legs? Stiff. I'm a fucking old man. I should fucking retire. I'm a fucking old man. It's fucking insane. Ugh. What's this? Put this on. Is that on the right way? Is it fuck? Get off. We're back. We are back. Ooh. How's it going, friends? Shall we talk about perfume instead of political matters? and shit. I'm sick of talking about it myself. I'm sick of the sound of me talking about it. Right, there you go. Oh, that is so bad. That's such a poor effort. Sorry, I'm just trying to line something up. Right. Give me that. Give me that thing. Give me that thing. Give me that. Give me that. That is absolutely barnacled. Line something up, then sniffed, sneaky duck. It wasn't that. 116 eyes on the stream, hit the like. 116? Look, how many Lartazan do you have? Teeth 2. Timbuktu. Mon numero 10. I think that's it. Oh no, that's not true. Ambra Ambra Extreme. I had the normal one, but it was too vanillic. It's like this powdery, shitty vanilla thing. And we've had shitty vanilla, we've had shitty mints, and now we've got shitty vanilla. So I thought, fuck that. You know. Parura. What the fuck is going on? Oh, I saw somebody post this in the Discord earlier on. And it is a cologne that you need, my friends. It is Elvis. A vintage fragrance. Rich, when you think about winter frags, what gets you hot and bothered? Vanille Havan. Tobacco Oud. Queer Canage. Excuse me. Amen. Amen. Balenciaga Pour Homme. Antaeus. Antaeus. Behemoth. Féminité Dubois. Bastion across the pond, says Germs. Egoist Cologne Concentrate. Egoist. What the fuck? Why am I yawning so much? Well, it's nearly 8 o'clock. But I have another 5 or 10 minutes left to go because I fucked up the start of the stream. Oh no. Au cours du désert gets me quite fucking excited about perfume. Oh god, the Desert American is still fucking fabulous. Dookie, do you have Bucoliques de Provence? You're near to the dawn when we hear this man's yawn, says Duchamp. You're nowhere near the dawn when you hear this man's yawn. I might have to get that Féminité Dubois version, which is basically an ADT. I've got 2 bottles of Serge Luton's version of Féminité Dubois, and I thought I should probably sell one of those because I have got the Shiseido version, which is better. I also worked out today that I have a lot of backups of 5 o'clock au gingembre and vetiver oriental and amber sultan, but I only have 2 backups. I only have 2 backups of Shergee, and my heart skipped a beat. I was shook. Ever smelled un air de Paris? Oh, I bet it smells of shit, does it? Is there much of a difference between the two? Of the Serge Luton and the Shiseido? The Shiseido's richer, it's thicker. It's just all the usual stuff, you know. Oh, these tower balls are so fingery. They're covered in finger. Is there much of a difference? 2 bottles of Shergee will last you about 7 lifetimes. Nah, they're only 50 mils and I nearly used one of them up, like, you know. I've got Jeu de Peau. I've got a backup of Jeu de Peau as well. I like Jeu de Peau, it's a rascal. Oh no. There it is. I'm going to put Rocky Mountain Haywood away because it's fucking great. I bought this for like a tenner. And I'm going to put Boss back up here where it belongs. And then I'm going to put Elvis away. Back you go. Excuse me. And I'm going to show you my motherfucking Jeu de Peau. Oh, it's so wheaty. It's a wheaty amber. Fucking mental. I need to rearrange my Serge Lutons, actually. Yeah, this Feminité Dubois is thinner. It just is. It just is. It's lovely, but it's thinner. Here is the Shergee I have now. I've had this for years. I do have a Palais Royal version of Shiseido, of Shergee, and it is better. I cannot tell a lie. It is better. And I love it. What day is the birthday on today this year? What day is the birthday on this year, Germs? Fuck, put my teeth in. I have a 5 ml decant of Shergee that might last this entire winter. I love the Lutz too. Yeah, the Lutz is great. Eugene had no backups and he's never going to run out. No. Tell Audrey Jane to do a scent of the day video from a beach again. Oh, I was talking to Audrey Jane about her making videos again. She was being tied up with her baby. But I was telling her she should do an ASMR video. I think she was thinking she should do an ASMR video as well. I was showing her all the different kinds of ASMR and how there was a woman who did mouth sounds and she got 99,000 likes on her fucking short. I was like, Audrey Jane, you could retire with them kind of numbers, mate. She was like, oh, I don't want to do that. I was like, mate. I was like, these people sell pictures of their feet and make a fortune. She was like, oh, I don't want to sell pictures of my feet. I was like, I was just joking. But no, I wasn't actually joking. These people do make a fortune selling pictures of their feet. The fucking, because there's weirdos out there everywhere, you know. But I did say she should do a ASMR video just talking about things that she's got. Tripler, that's an outrageous thing to say. So I was like, you've just got to be careful about the blokes. Because people are fucking mad. Nick S says, how many bottles are you in total now, Rich Mitch? Oh, fuck. Do you mean separate perfumes or including backups? Because they are two clean different numbers. White Linen 80s version is great. White Linen's a fantastic scent. Germ says I have 0 backups and it eats at me. But yes, I thought that could be an outrageous sideline for Audrey Jane doing an ASMR video. She doesn't have to show her face. She doesn't have to show her face at all. You know what I mean? She just go on and just be like, hello, I've got these. Do you want to see them? You know what I mean? And that would be it. Oh, Lily's finally made an appearance, lurking as she was, no doubt. There's other ones are going to bully you to death if you do ASMR. I'm not going to do ASMR. I could do. I've been told many times I should. I've also been told many times that I should do like a reading channel or something like that. I'm fucking money and it's madness. It's a fucking surefire way to make a lot of money on the YouTube. But again, I'm not going to do it. In total, Rich Mitch, all your bottles, don't fudge the numbers, gotta be like 600. It's gotta be around 600. I would always rather just buy something. Lily says I was napping. I hope ASMR gets discontinued. No! There's some ASMR I quite like. It's just the pointless shit. You know? It's just the pointless shit. Like if somebody's like talking about something interesting, you know? Like, I don't know. There's loads of mad shit that people can talk about and I'll find it interesting. But if it's just people making weird noises and all that shit, then it's like pointless. I just don't get that shite. 600, you absolute mad lad. Do it if you like it. I say fuck 'em. Good attitude. I missed the Sage conversation, but want to advocate for Bois Fruit. It's really similar to Féminité de Bois without the batty prices. Féminité de Bois. Oh, I'm going to put you behind Ambrose Sultan. Oh, I'm going to wear that. Oh, am I not going to wear you? Santal de Mysore I've got. Smell sweaty. I'm going to put the two classics at the front. Cherbois, Ambra, Sultana. Right, fuck it. I'm tired now. I'm extremely tired and I'm going to go to sleep. So that is it, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, for commenting and keeping me company. I appreciate it greatly. And I will see you all again soon. Night night.